Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about some recent CBN news from DC and from Marvel. Honestly, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. This news I'm about to say right now is not good news for either studios. And we only have a bit of good news for Marvel. But it's not even that big, at least in my opinion. But before we get into this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on those post notifications so you get notified when I post a new video. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, let's start off with the DC news because they have the least amount of bad news on this list. Starting with something actually kind of terrible. Superman, the Superman film, directed by James Gunn, is being canceled / delayed. And it's not looking good. Alright, it's said to be delayed because the director, James Gunn, did not like the way the movie was turning out. So he decided to completely scrap the project and start from the beginning. So the project will be delayed back to 2030. And that's the earliest we're going to get it. It might get delayed even longer out. This was a film, as a Marvel fan, that I was actually very excited to see from DC. Because I'm not going to lie, that had been slacking. And it's been kind of sad how bad their movies have been turning out. So, honestly, when I heard about this Superman film, I was really excited and I really wanted to see it. And it really sounded like DC was going to come back. And the news for DC just continues to get worse because it's also been said and reported that James Gunn is considering quitting DC Studios and Warner Bros. Altogether, and he's going back to Marvel. He said that the stress level over at DC is very hard. He has not been able to really connect with anybody there, and the studio itself is just a mess. He wants no part of it anymore. But yeah, that's all the bad news for DC. I'm not going to lie. It looks like they're done. They are done. There's no hope for them. Warner Brothers has not been good. Zack Snyder is not even in DC anymore. Yeah, DC is done. They're done for. There's nothing coming out of the studio that's going to be good now that James Gunn has just left. Now let's move on to the Marvel news, which is some good news. Let's start off with saying Taron Egerton is set to play Wolverine in a new Wolverine movie called Logan: Rise of Wolverine. That's some good news on the side of Marvel. I'm all for it. I really would hope that Hugh Jackman will come back full time, but he is kind of old, and I get that they want to go really comic accurate by having a short Wolverine. So honestly, this is some pretty good news, and good job, Marvel. You guys are heading in the right direction with that one. But here's some sad news about the studio in general. Marvel / the MCU is planning on shutting down by 2035. That's right. The entire studio is planning on shutting down by 2035. And that's really sad news to hear because when you really think about it, that's like only about 11 to 10 years away. And that might seem like a long time, but in my opinion, I wanted Marvel to go on for a longer time, at least 20 plus years. But I guess all good things do come to an end. Now moving on to even more bad news from Marvel. It's just been reported that Fantastic Four, the movie, has been delayed back to 2028. I'm not going to lie, it's whatever, I guess. I wasn't really that excited with the movie after I heard about the cast and some other news about it. So, yeah, I'm not going to lie, it's whatever. I guess they're really taking their time on this project and they want it to be perfect, so that's why they're taking their time and that they have delayed it to 2028. And with some more delaying news, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse has also been delayed to 2028. This movie has already been delayed 2 times, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. But, dude, that's crazy. I get that they want to make these films perfect, but if I had to have a 5-year wait just to get a third movie of a trilogy out, honestly, just forget about the film. Like, in my opinion, just come on. I know you guys have it right. I know you guys can do it right. You do not have to delay it anymore. But then the news just keeps getting worse because Spider-Man 4 has been canceled. It's done. They're not making it anymore. It's finished. They haven't even begun filming it, but they're done writing it. They're done with the script. They're done with everything. It's gone. And here's why. Due to all the complications with this film. As we all know, Marvel and Sony had a little argument about whether they want the movie to be street level or a multiverse level movie like No Way Home was. And it looks like with that and a whole bunch of other complications that going on with this movie, Marvel has decided we're not doing anymore. And even worse news, they're giving all Spider-Man rights to Sony. We're cooked. We are cooked. Sony cannot do anything right when it comes to Spider-Man for some reason, aside from the Spider-Man Into and Across and Beyond Spider-Verse movies. And now that Sony has full control, we're done. The MCU has officially been like, you know what? We're just going to have Spider-Man be forgotten and we're going to forget about his character. This sucks. This actually sucks. You guys, after hearing all this Marvel news, I genuinely believe that this studio is in shambles. And it's kind of sad to see. This studio was great in the beginning. It did kind of fall off, but then it was finally getting its momentum back. And now it's at rock bottom. And I do not think that they will ever recover from this after news like this has just been brought out. But yeah, that's all the news I have for you guys today. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on those post notifications. You're going to find when I post a new video. Now, without further ado, I'll see you guys later. And in my next video. Now, bye. By the way, this video was not real. Everything I told you guys was fake. And I'll see you all in my next one. Peace.